War tanks rolling in as NATO member countries continue to back Ukraine. It is this action that has led to many questions about the role of NATO in the Russia-Ukraine war. Germany has recently supplied Ukraine with battle tanks, while South Africa has come under fire for its non-aligned stance.
We, my Chancellor, changed course by 180 degrees 1 weekend later, saying now the German obligation, which before we said we would not support Ukraine with weapons, we changed course because we feel our obligation by the Charter in the case of a brutal violation of the Charter, that there's not only the right of self-defense, but again, given our German responsibility and our history, that in this situation where the only solution is that you can save lives with the right to self-defense, we have to decide on which side we are standing, and we are standing on the side of the civilians of Ukraine.
I think it's vital that we all accept what our different foreign policies might be, because we're different countries, different histories, different relationships. And you shouldn't have any situation where you feel you must compel another to follow you or become angry because they do not, because that's wrong.
The foreign policies of these two countries have been put to the test.
I believe that this shows why international politics and diplomacy matters, because this past year, the exchange between different countries, I believe, brought further improvement of saying we have to work together. We can only bring back peace also to the European continent if we are working together for peace. And therefore, I'm so thankful, I can only repeat it, that a country like South Africa, who has like a reputation in the world for human rights, which is unique, plays this role.
It's absolutely vital that we do appreciate that while we may have been dismayed that South Africa abstained on the resolutions and that South Africa didn't use names toward President Putin, we must appreciate the fact that today the African presidents could meet President Zelensky and President Putin, may be a result of how they've conducted themselves, because up to now it's very difficult to find parties that can engage with the two simultaneously.
However, there is still hope.
We are thinking, we are measuring our heads how we can bring this peace plan to life. This peace plan, different actors are working on. Zelensky has presented his peace plan. We have the other 10 points for peace, and the critical point is, and this was really also from our meeting when my dear colleague was mentioning, so we have to come to the situation that there is talks again, how we can overcome this first phase, which is obviously something where we are not there yet, but we are working day and night together that peace will prevail.
We need to be even-handed. We've not called out anybody on actions they've taken, never, not once. All we've said, we would like to be supportive of a process of diplomacy that leads to a peaceful outcome. Associated with that, we've said, any negotiations process must respect the principles of sovereignty and territorial integrity, which are part of the United Nations Charter. We said it to both parties. President Ramaphosa has said it publicly on behalf of all the presidents who are part of this peace mission. So that is the position we hold to. It's not easy, it's a difficult position, but Nelson Mandela knew if you negotiate with your enemy, it's a very difficult situation to be in, because you will not get everything that you want, nor will your enemy get everything that they want. But in the end, you put the interest of the ordinary citizen, ordinary man and woman, as being the most important to attend to. And all we are doing is a humble effort to encourage a peace process. We may succeed, we may fail, but we would have tried for peace. And for South Africa, this is an extremely important foreign policy foundation.
Sophie Mokoena, SABC News, Johannesburg.